What is up, guys?
Hey.
Lifestyle investing, where we invest based off our lifestyle to build that future lifestyle. Mike, myself. What's up, man?
Yeah, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Based on our shirts, you would think it was Easter Sunday.
Yeah?
I don't know, we look like a couple of Easter eggs. Got the light purple going on. We got the pastels.
Yeah? I like yellow, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying we look like, chocolate rabbit should be in between us.
Chocolate rabbit.
Yeah, a little chocolate
No,
bunny rabbit.
I'd rather have Reese's.
Chocolate, how about a Reese's rabbit?
A Reese's rabbit. I'm down for that. Reese's rabbit. You guys hear that?
Reese's rabbit.
We're going to be talking about a couple things, actually.
Yeah.
But one topic in particular, because it sparked my interest, is manufactured homes.
Trailer.
Trailer trash, white trash. So
No.
Wow. So is that a good
Not a single
investment?
line.
Yeah. Is that a good investment to buy a manufactured home? And it was interesting because Mike is actually working with a client right now who's looking to buy one.
Yes.
In the Pacific area.
Yeah.
Can we say the price?
Sure.
$340,000.
340.
Yeah.
5 bedroom.
5 bedroom, square footage, 1,700.
1,700.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 bath. Looked pretty clean.
It did.
Yeah.
It looked really good inside.
Yeah.
But is it a good investment?
I know, it's hard. Because, do you want me to start?
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts first.
Because
out there.
Here's the problem. The lending guidelines basically say that before 1976, they won't even lend on it. Now for VA, which what these buyers qualify for, it's actually fine. The VA will do stuff before the other lender guidelines, like the conventional and FHA. VA will go a little bit
Wait, so
deeper.
you can't go conventional or FHA?
You can if they're built after 1976.
Okay.
And this one's built in the 80s, so it is fine.
Okay, so either way.
Either way, it'd be fine.
Okay.
But that's the rules. And then conventional, you have to put 5% down.
Yep.
That's the thing. Usually with conventional, you can go 3% down, but not on a manufactured. So here's the problem that I see. If there's those kind of rules, then that must mean that the people who make the decisions on the investor level know that these houses start to fall apart. Because a stick-built home, it doesn't matter if it's 150 years old.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the foundation and the beams are there. So that's the problem. It's manufactured somewhere else and then brought to the property and fixed to the foundation with tie downs or bolts or something. There's different ways to do it.
Yeah.
It has to be. Here's a couple rules if you're going to do a manufactured home where you're actually going to borrow money through like a real estate loan. It has to be tied down. It has to have title eliminated. So basically,
What does that mean?
When you buy a manufactured home, it has a vehicle title on it. It has like a VIN number.
Oh, yeah,
So through the Department of Licensing, you have
Personal
to have that.
property.
Yeah, it's personal property. You have to have a title eliminated. Has to become real property. So it has to be affixed to the land. So you can't do a loan on a manufactured home through a real estate loan company when it has a space rental, like in a trailer park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it
you're
can't-
paying that $500 to $600 a month.
Yeah, just to have it
Because you don't
sitting
own
there.
that land.
Right, you have to own the
You're renting.
land. Yeah, so that's the rule. You have to own the land.
Mm-hmm. But in that case, it would be considered real property if it's tied down to the land, right?
Yeah,
So I'm assuming.
if you own the land.
Yeah, if you own
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
let's differentiate that real quick. So personal property would be like a trailer
Right.
or a mobile home
Yeah.
where you just own that.
Or a TV or a couch.
Or a TV, a
Yeah.
car,
Yeah,
anything
right.
like that.
Yeah.
And the real property would be you actually owning the land.
Right.
On that.
And the structure involved. Yeah. The
Exactly.
parcel. Yeah, tax parcel.
Okay.
And yeah, manufactured homes, they do have extra qualifications or extra stipulations. You have to do an engineer cert, which means you pay somebody about $300 to $400 who is a structural engineer, and they come out and say, is it securely fastened to the land, to the foundation?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So similar to an inspection or appraisal, right?
Yeah,
It's
just
one of those
on
extra
one
steps.
particular spot
Yep.
of the house. And then
Does that delay funding at all?
no, if you get it done early enough, it
Okay.
won't. Yeah, if you forget to do it, then it will definitely delay. Just like anything, if you forget to do it, it's going to delay the funding.
Like comb your hair?
Yeah, forget to delay the
Spice it up.
manufactured.
Boom!
There's other things that need to happen, like you need to find out the HUD tags or the tags on the manufactured home, which are usually underneath the kitchen sink or in the master bedroom closet.
Mm-hmm.
It's these tags that give a bunch of information about when it was made, and we usually need a picture of that. So that's a
Interesting.
weird thing.
Whoa, why?
Because it gives information about where it was made and when. Because for FHA and conventional, it can only be moved once. Yeah, it can only be moved from the warehouse where it was stored
Originally
built to the land. On VA, it can be moved multiple times, so it can be moved to one place and moved again and all that.
Do you know why VA is a lot more flexible in that? Just because.
At the heart of it, it's to provide more houses for veterans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then from the bank standpoint, they're okay doing it because they know it's backed by the VA. So VA as a investor is saying we're okay with it because we're helping people who served. So that's.
So then why wouldn't the FHA? Because it's backed by the government as well.
I think. Well, that's a good question because I think the FHA knows that they have to resale, and maybe they're more worried about that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So they're still backing it, but at the end of the day, it becomes a HUD home. If you get an FHA loan and you stop making your payments, they take it back, and now it's a HUD home. Yeah, that's what a HUD home is. It's when you had an FHA loan and it gets foreclosed on, and the bank now owns it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. Yeah.
Any other like guidelines on getting a loan for manufactured?
There are in our area. There are a few things that are called manufactured condos.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that a few weeks ago.
It just basically means there's an HOA, but it's not for the land, and it's usually like a retirement community. So only people over 55 or something can be in there, and you pay HOA for the shared place, but you can still do a loan on it because you still own the land.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a way to get around the no mobile home park rule. Yeah. And another thing is no single wides.
What's that?
Single wide is where...
single wide.
Yeah, so most manufactured homes... so a trailer in a trailer park is a single wide. It's just one strip.
Yeah.
When you get the ones that are sold as homes, there are two of them slapped together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one of them would be just like a trailer on the back of a truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But two of them side by side, that's what we can lend on.
Uh-huh.
I've actually seen a double long.
Really?
Yeah.
So it must be a really
like
long...
a big old Tootsie Roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's not black, right? Did they paint it black? Was
yeah,
it mushy too? It was like
lines.
squishy.
Yeah, exactly. Like lines on top. And each line was a bedroom.
Yeah.
To get to the master bedroom, you had to walk through everybody else's room. It took 4 doors to get there. Just constant. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so no single long or no double longs.
Yeah.
No single wide. It's got to be double wide.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's, close to a shape of a square.
Would you buy a manufactured home?
No, because of the quality. I just feel like I could not insure. Maybe it was a bumpy road on the way from the warehouse to my land, and maybe something got messed up and it bent in half, or so. You know what I mean? Like you just can't insure. I mean, just something feels better about pouring concrete, building the frame right on the land, with hammer and nails and wood. Like I like that feeling. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. The part that makes it an okay buy is that the value is going to keep going up. So,
but nothing like a house.
I mean, $340 for Pacific. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whoever bought that is happy they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but here's the other problem that goes along with that I'm realizing. If they don't do a loan after 1976, they're going to change that. Pretty soon it's going to be 77, 78. In 10 years, maybe nothing built before 1990 can be financed.
True.
So if you have one that was built in the 80s, you might not be able to get a loan on, or whoever you're trying to sell it to might not be able to get a loan. Mm-hmm. So it kind of makes it seem like a temporary house. Although I'm sure anybody that's watching this that's been inside a manufactured home, you could feel like, well, no, it felt just like a regular house or whatever. Yeah,
even a lot of them look like it.
Yeah,
like I guarantee a lot of people when they look at that posting right there, they're like, oh yeah, it's a normal house.
Yeah,
just like anyone.
Yeah, and the way that I've seen some of them be able to make it look a little bit like a regular house is get the roof addition that makes it. At least just the awning. Mm-hmm. Because most of them are just flat on top. Like this one that I showed you was flat.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's an easy way to spot it. And also they have to tell you in the listing that it's a manufactured home.
Yeah.
Because there's different guidelines.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of them lately.
Really?
How
much percent? How much percent do you think?
25%.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Well, what areas are there a lot of manufactured homes? I feel like Auburn.
Everything down south. Well, no, I don't mess with Auburn really because it's too expensive. Yeah. Yeah, Auburn's too expensive, man.
That's insane.
I know the farthest north that I go is like Federal Way.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a few in Auburn and in King County and stuff that have closed or I have in contract, but most of them are Tacoma South.
Interesting.
Yeah, or Puyallup or stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like Puyallup might have a good amount.
Yeah,
Right?
they might. Yeah,
Federal Way, I don't know.
I
about
don't know. I
Federal
don't
Way.
think so.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I mean they're spotty. They're out there.
Yeah.
But if you go to a real estate agent and you're like, okay, I'm approved for $350, and here's the area I want to live in, the more north you go, the more manufactured homes are going to be in that price range.
It's true.
Because if you were just like, I need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and here's the area I'm looking at, there'll be a ton of stick-built houses, but the prices are going to be more.
Mhm.
So it's all about, there's 3 things that are involved in people's wish list, and they usually have to compromise and just get 2 of them. It's the quality, it's the location, and it's the price.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
You're going to be able to get 2 of them usually.
That is true.
Yeah, and that's for me. It all kind of worked out because the thing I would have wanted the most would have been Kent, and the style of house that I have right now. I really like it for the price I got it for.
Yep.
But I had to go down to Puyallup to get that price. Now the good thing is I work in Tacoma, so it's closer. So it was a blessing, and there's good schools in Puyallup. But my first choice was, $70,000 higher than what I was comfortable spending as a monthly payment. So my first choice, I didn't get the 3 out of 3. But I'm grateful, and it's kind of like I have it, But the bummer is I know Puyallup's going to rise slower than Kent.
Yeah.
For property value.
Yeah.
So I'm still having to deal with the fact that I decided to take or go for a lower price. Because 10 years from now, I'm going to be like, oh, if I would have got Kent, it would have been, X number of dollars. But
it's hindsight, right?
That's right.
Interesting. Cool, man.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
I think so. I'll give my 2 cents. You gave yours. I personally wouldn't buy one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy one as an investment. I wouldn't buy one as a primary home. I think the main reason why is just the exit strategy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like so first of all, I buy more on cash flow.
Okay.
Right. And I do feel, and when I was looking, especially last year, to buy another property, is like there were some manufactured homes that cash flowed well. Right.
Right.
You take whatever the mortgage was, maybe it's like $1,000 a month. You can get like $1,500 or like $1,600 for it because it's like a 3-2 and it's like in a decent area. Whatever the case may be. But just your exit strategy, it's not good.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, even what you're mentioning with changing the dates for lending, like what happens if this is a long-term rental, then you have it in 15 years, they change it.
Yeah. Nobody can get a loan on it.
No one can get a loan. Exactly. So I mean,
it's just the value of the land.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then on top of that too, the amount of buyers is way lower.
Right.
It's just way lower.
Yeah.
And then you look at on top of that, on like a down economy, I don't know if that's an attractive buy. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And then you look even at like an up and coming economy. People that have a lot more money, things like that, they're going to want to buy a house anyways.
Right.
But like in your situation, in that guy's specific situation, he's probably thinking like, hey, I could buy a house for $410 or $420, or I can get a manufacturer for $340.
Yeah.
Right. And then he settled for that.
Yep.
But long term, like 15 years, 20 years,
right.
I don't know.
I know.
Even 5 years.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a stigma to it too. Like I don't want to live in a trailer. Like for me personally, that's one of my big internal like. Almost scared to say it on the show because it makes me think I'm talking down to anybody. But I'm just talking about my own preference. I don't want to live in a trailer. And I don't know where that necessarily comes from, except the fact that I just think it's a little bit like scary or weird or
100%.
Yeah.
Which is why it cuts out so many buyers just right off the bat.
Yeah.
Whether it's like we don't know the stats, but it could be like 50%, 70%, just like right off the bat, it just cuts them all out.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right, because in my search for a home, I wasn't even looking. Like I wouldn't make an offer on one. Yeah,
exactly.
Unless there's only one reason I would really do a manufactured home, is if it was a temporary thing on a big piece of land that I was going to develop or short plat or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I do see those out there in the market, and that may be a deal where it would be good, where you're going to buy it as an owner occupied to live there and either build your own or start doing some parcel work and sell it to developers, and then maybe saying, hey, I get the house on lot B or whatever, and that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then just tear down the mobile eventually.
That's solid, but that's a totally different investment than just buying them straight out.
Because especially the more south you go, you do see 1.5 acres with a mobile or something like that. Yeah,
it's true.
So at least you have a place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then my last reasoning why I wouldn't is like, so if you were to buy a manufactured home, right, and you turn it into a rental property, right, and you're renting it out, the quality of tenants, just thinking holistically, you know, like if you go case by case, I guarantee you can find great tenants for any manufactured home.
And
right?
crappy tenants for a stick built.
Exactly, 100%.
Right.
But just thinking like holistically and then overall wise, like it's just going to be a lower end tenant right there.
Right.
And so, do you want that? Like,
I know, right? As an investor.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a huge believer in the case where like if you like let's throw some real numbers down, right? If you buy, let's say you buy a stick built property for $300,000. Okay. The payment on that's gonna be, what is that, like 18? $2,000?
Well, with mortgage insurance, $2,000 to $2,100.
Okay, we'll say $2,000.
Okay.
Okay. Or you buy a manufactured for $200,000, right? So the payment on that's gonna be
16-ish, 15, 16.
Oh, it'd be a little bit less than that, right?
Less. Well, interest rates are higher right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, 14 at the lowest.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's say 14 and then $2,000.
Okay.
Okay. But let's say for the stick built, right, you can get, let's say 2,200. Okay. And then the manufactured, you can get 1,800. So $100 more. I would way rather have the stick built than the manufactured. Because you look at maintenance costs, you look at the quality of tenants, that $100 is going to shave off quick.
Oh, right.
That $100 doesn't really mean much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're talking maybe like $1,000 a month in different cash flow, then that's different. Right. But if you're only talking like $100, that means nothing. $200, $300, it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Because just the quality in that,
right? And
then the quality also of the actual property of things breaking down,
and equity growing.
Yep. Yeah. And then that's the third reason too. Yeah. Equity build.
Yeah.
Right. Appreciation on real property is going to appreciate a lot better than manufactured.
Yep.
You know, I don't know what the exact percentages are, but
right,
it's higher.
Yeah, especially with the fact that they have an expiration date. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd be really curious to see like the value of a 1,700 square foot 5-bedroom 2 in Pacific that's dated 1960 versus that one that your client's put an offer on, right? That $340,000. It could be like the 1960 one's like worth $100,000 or something like that. You know, it could be something totally insane. Interesting, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So those are the reasons why I would never buy one.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the reason why it's popular is because house prices are so crazy.
Exactly.
And it's like, I don't want to keep paying rent, and here's the area where I want to live in, and here's how much I can spend. And it's either that or keep renting. Yeah. When those are your options, it's kind of hard, right?
It is tough.
Yeah.
It is tough, especially when you want your like own spot and like do changes to it and just that mentality of owning where you live. Yeah. You know, a lot of people need that. Yeah. You know, or once they get to that point, like they really want to take that jump, which sometimes isn't the best move, just saying.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, not everybody. It's not good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Interesting.
Yeah.
What other thoughts you got? I'm trying to think what else. You know, I think
one thing that's common with manufactured homes is septic tanks.
Oh,
yeah. And they require extra care, money that goes into that. I don't think you're paying for sewer, so that's one thing. But in closing, like the loan closing process, you have to do a certification on it. It has to be serviced. It's gotta. You know, stuff could be messed up with the leach field, which is the draining field that it needs to have.
And it's tough too, because even if you do the cert, like it's impossible to know exactly what's going down there. Yeah. Right. You're not just gonna like dig all the way down to the ground and be like, oh yeah, it's not leaking at all. It's good, and then you just like come right back up. Like it's not gonna be that process. You know, you hear so many times where someone buys a property and then a year later they find out that the septic tank was leaking all over the place and they got to drop $20,000 to clean it up and then put a new one down. So yeah, that's another thing that will limit buyers.
Right.
And it's a capital expense you might have to inquire like 4 or 5 years down the road.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are the rates different?
Yeah, rates are higher.
They're higher.
Yeah.
By how much?
Quarter to a half.
Quarter to a half?
Yeah.
Which could be an extra
80 to 150.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So what's the rate for that one guy right now?
575.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude. Wow. May 30th. The rate's 5.75 on the manufacturer.
Yeah, May 30th, 2018.
2018.
Dude, that's on any VA.
Really?
Basically. Well, if you got good credit, then it's high. It's lower.
Yeah.
But the highest your rate could be, or no, the lowest your rate could be if you've got marginal credit and no cash to buy the rate down is 575 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the lowest.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah. It
Oh
is.
man.
Yeah.
Dude.
I know I was lucky to get into the 4s.
I
when
know.
I did.
Well,
Yeah.
what'd you end up with?
4875. The highest 4 you can get.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got 4.99
Oh, nice. Okay.
on my credit card.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
funny.
got 29 points.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I have no idea
That's
what I
state
have.
maximum.
Yeah, I think we hit it all, man.
Yeah.
We can keep it short if you want.
Okay.
I mean, and any other points you want to say? I feel like we should just do this next week.
Yeah, 'cause
You know what I'm
we don't
saying?
have anything for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For next week, we could spend like a good 30, 35 minutes on it next week.
Yeah.
Just trying to-
Dude, I think that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate that I feel like during the time where I was talking about manufactured homes, that I'm putting down people that are buying.
Yeah, we're not putting down
Yeah,
anybody.
I know, and it feels like it because when I make a statement that says I wouldn't do it, it's almost like I'm judging.
Yeah.
It just makes me have to question their motives, and it's easy to understand. I need a place for my family. I don't want to pay rent. Here's where I have to live.
Mhm.
I think most of us would agree that we don't want to live in a manufactured home. Some people may say they don't care as long as it keeps the elements out and it's safe and it's warm. And maybe you don't care about resale value because you're going to keep it for the rest of your life. So
It's true.
cool with that. Pass it down to the family, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just tough. Some part of me is a little bit like wondering if I should or could add into my conversations with people my thoughts about manufactured homes, because it's like shooting myself in the foot. You know, like, here's what I really think about a manufactured home. Are you sure you still want to do this? You know, maybe that would be something.
Have
I
you
could
ever
add
thought
in.
about that?
I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good conversation to have?
I don't know. I think if I was a caring loan officer, I probably would want to
Yeah.
have that conversation.
Maybe you could ask them why they want to
Yeah,
manufacture.
and I could put it in a way like, "Hey, I don't really like these, and here's why. What do you see in this that's different than what I'm talking about?"
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that is good.
Yeah, because ultimately, if I'm the one who allows this deal to go through, they could come back later and say, "Mike, why didn't you tell me, man?"
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's a safety tank.
Yeah,
Been making
exactly.
forever.
Yeah.
You gotta drop 40 grand on that.
Yeah.
What the heck? I can't pay for my children's hospital bills.
Right.
Mike, the trusted loan advisor.
Just throw them in the tank.
Yeah.
The bacteria will eat them.
Yeah.
Over time.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Wow. I got deep. Yeah.
And I thank you.
Yes. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Lifestyle Investing, where we invest based off our lifestyle to build future lifestyle. Happy you guys stopped with us.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
See you next week.